sound speeds. And if you create videos that you distribute anywhere, then pay close attention because I'm going to help you determine whether you look like an idiot in your videos or not. For starters, I understand the goal. You want to look and sound good, but there are different ways to do both. Let's take a quick look back in time to when YouTube was first created. Cell phones took really bad quality videos back then, and the sound was even worse. But ever since television channels stopped broadcasting an analog signal on June 12, 2009, uploads in less than 1080p have been quite rare. Back then, the image may have been recorded in 1080p, but that didn't mean that the quality of the camera was any good. And the audio wasn't great either, which led cell phone content creators to start using external camera top microphones. Meanwhile, back at their home studios, they started using USB microphones. In time, content creators took it up a notch and started wearing lavalier microphones in personal recorders or transmitters on location and using XLR microphones with audio interfaces at their computer desks. This worked great until they had to interview somebody that wasn't wearing a microphone, which led to stick mics being used with some sort of recorder or transmitter at best. We're all familiar with stick microphones being used by television hosts to interview people that aren't wearing a microphone, but this is where it took a turn for the worse for content creators. Many audio manufacturers began releasing wireless products that could transmit and sometimes record an audio source at the same time. This wasn't really an issue until they started to include a small lavalier-style microphone directly inside the transmitter, forgoing the need to use an external lav mic. Creator hosts started wearing these ugly little boxes with puffy windscreens out of convenience, and it didn't take very long before Rode got the idea of making a stick that one of these transmitters could attach to in case there was a need to conduct an interview. Here's the two most basic things about using a stick mic. The first is that it requires skill to use. That means you got to point it at the person who's going to be talking before they start talking. And the second thing is they become quite heavy after only a couple of minutes in your hands. Oh, get this thing off of me! So content creators with no stick mic skills or stamina enough to hold up their own muscle mass plus a microphone started using the lavalier microphones they already own as stick mics on location shoots because it doesn't weigh much more than their bare hand. And like a virus, talking into lavalier microphones in front of their face became a thing. And to add insult to injury, people that want a cheap microphone to use at their computer couldn't even bother to spend money on a crappy USB microphone and instead started hand-holding lav mics, but did it in an even more annoying way. It's bad enough when you hold a lav mic in front of your mouth, which yeah, makes you look like an idiot. But when you hold it directly in front of your mouth, as if it's a broadcast dynamic or something, then you not only look like an idiot, but you sound like crap.
Anatoly, and that's after Anatoly clean this place, and again this heaviest, biggest barbell keep original place, and so see this bodybuilder action. This bodybuilder say it's 200 kg heaviest weight, and Anatoly is more shocked.
We don't need him to tell us what's going on in this video, just let us watch the thing. Lav mics are designed to be used a few inches away from your mouth, where it uses the surface that it's up against to help the sound to be picked up. Doing this is almost as bad as those content creators that put obnoxious laughing over mildly funny videos. Except those creators need to be knocked senseless. So one of the things you have to keep in mind is that people have been using their cell phones for a long time recording, so people are very accustomed to hearing microphones like those found on cell phones. Modern content creator cameras, those cameras have very similar microphones, but sometimes they're actually focused in on the dialogue expected from people who are talking in the videos.
So if you're doing this, would you noise reduce what's happening in here, or would you keep it raw?
You could, but here's the thing. Sometimes cameras are going to be more focused on the actual voice themselves. They even have sometimes presets where you can do that on the microphone. You don't have to, because as long as it looks like it sounds, you're good.
People expect to hear some of this ambience. If it was too noise reduced, it wouldn't sound right.
Right.
It would sound fake, right?
People are very used to hearing what microphones sound like, even the little microscopic ones that you find on content creator type phones this day and age.
And so far, I mean, it doesn't seem like it's crowded in here, but it's actually pretty loud.
It's really loud in here.
Yeah.
Surprisingly loud in here, actually.
Yeah.
Yes, you heard me correctly. A pro sound guy is telling you that between hand-holding a lavalier microphone and using the microphone that's already on your cell phone or camera, the camera or cell phone microphone is preferred because it will match your footage better and sound more natural. It will sound like it looks. Plus, it's getting something out of your hand that doesn't add anything to your story. So if you want great sound and you don't want to look like an idiot, then use your tools the right way. That means wearing your lavalier microphones on your person. And if you're conducting an interview, use either additional lavalier microphones or a stick mic with skill. In your home studio, you can use a lavalier microphone, but at least clip it onto your shirt, stick it inside of a hat, something like that. I do offer a course for purchase if you are interested in advanced lavalier microphone placement on humans. Now, if you really want good audio at your desk, then get yourself a large diaphragm style microphone. But on that note, please don't handhold large diaphragm microphones in the field and use them as a stick mic or just point the microphone at whoever's on camera. Don't be an idiot. That's sound advice. Have a question you'd like answered or want to add something? Be sure to write it in the comment section down below. You can also make a suggestion for future topics of discussion. Again, comment section down below, or you can email me at soundspeeds@yahoo.com. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss out on future sound advice.